Yo, hey guys, Bweeks here, back into the video. Gonna be a requested video. This is basically a continuation of our new profile series, whatever. But someone wanted to see Witch Hunter, so today we're playing the Witch Hunter, which is good. I mean, he's one of my lower classes right now. We have some skill stars to work with, and do we have anything attuned? We do have a couple things attuned. Let's see what they are. I don't remember what we left off with. So Heartseeker. And probably some disarm / evasion items if I had to guess. Let's see. Oh wait, no, 18 is just one blue item. Alright, so just Heartseeker. So let's go ahead and roll. I'm going to continue to play as primary, at least for this run. Maybe I'll do skill or Flamewalker or something next time I play the Witch Hunter. But for now, we're going to be using Divine Hammer. You can also use Divine Strike. I just like Hammer. Lesson of Mind for the regen, Path of Defender, Symbol of Essence. I'm going to use Bolgarth, Kyra, and Callus. You could swap out Callus for Darien if you want to get the extra damage that way, but I value the block more, so I'm just going to keep that. I still haven't leveled up my statues, don't really plan on it with this series, but we'll see. The only other thing to note is I have Repeater at max level. I have Flaming Hounds at the lowest level because it costs less mana, and I want to use Kinetic Zeal to have the crit bonus up all the time, so I'm keeping this low so I can spam this basically. We also have Branding Ward 1, and I can attach the debuff if needed, but probably don't need it. It doesn't work against bosses, so it's not really a big deal. And then we have Witchpire 1 as well. I could upgrade this, but it does cost a lot of mana, and I don't expect to have a lot of mana, so I'm not really even worrying about it. And then I have all of the passives at max rank. So as far as items go, I'm going to be doing crit and luck. So Heartseeker or Lucky Hat is what I'm going to be mainly looking for here. So we'll roll until we find that. You also could do Judgment. Judgment Heartseeker would be good. That's probably the best combo outside of the Lucky Hat Heartseeker. But anyway, here we go. We have Heartseeker. We also have Braces of Quickness. That'll be nice for the extra attack speed. Extra XP from Undead and damage for Undead. And then Kurio's box is some pretty decent defensive stuff. So we'll take all of that. I'm going to do my normal 15 of each key. Alright. So we have our Heartseeker. That's the main thing. I'm also going to craft Lucky Hat. Could craft Judgment. Judgment just is a lot of flat physical, and it gives you the decent, like every 7th attack, it lowers the health target by 2.5%. So we could go with that and do like more crit with a lot of flat damage, because we probably won't have a lot of luck. I had to guess. We might try that just to be different. We're going to do our standard fountain setup. We already talked about Chapel and the statues. We're currently at 33% crit. So I'm going to be going combo, so I'm going Phonetic Eruption, Incendiary Demise, Wicked Sickness. The Incendiary Demise is just for the flat magic damage. Phonetic Eruption is to get into combo. Wicked Sickness is when I'm in combo, I'll deal more damage. I'm also going to go Overflowing Physique to have more base health at the cost of losing mana when we run around, but we're not really going to have anything we want to spend mana on, so it kind of just works out. Also going for Crazy Eye, which will increase my crit chance as well. So now we're up to 37 or 39.7 with 2 luck. We could either go up to 6 luck with the hat and maybe attune it as well to go up to 10 luck, or I can try to do the Judgment for the 12 flat damage. My current thing does 4 bolts. Each bolt deals 20 physical damage. So when we add to that, it should do, 12 for each of those 4, which sounds pretty good. We currently have the plus 40 from the Incendiary Demise for each of those. So I think we will try it out just to do it. I don't know if I want to attune it, but I guess there's no reason not to. So let's craft it and attune it, and then we're going to attune some other items just to have them. So I talked about evasion and disarm items being super good. So I'm doing the cloak, the sandals. I'm going to do pot helm for the block. That's kind of what I do on all the characters. Lucky Charm for the extra luck. Gonna go with Gladiator's Net for the disarm. Gonna go with blackjack for the stun. I always go for the magic resist. There is a crit item that is really important because of double crits, triple crits. So I'm going serrated scimitar as well. And then from here, it's kind of less important, but I'm gonna get the last crit item, which is Assassin's Dagger. Should be at the top. Alright, so there's Assassin's Dagger. I'm also gonna get the luck item that's in here. Or actually, let's do the evasion item, because I want more evasion. And now I only have 8 stars left, so we gotta go back to the common items. So I basically did all of the evasion, block, stun, disarm, and crit items. So I can do just kind of utility items or start working on armor. So Great Helm is normally 7. I'm just going to work on armor, go up to 14. And I think the chainmail will go from 5 to 10. Okay, so now I have everything set up for the character. Just going to go ahead and start this off. Let's see where we're at. We are at NG+4. Okay. And starting stats, we have minus 47 armor, minus 30 resist. I have plus 24 added to my physical and plus 40 added to my magical with 39 crit. And I have 4 instances of crit. So pretty cool with 2 luck. And we can kind of see the initial damage. You see the low crits and the high crits. That just depends. Double crits and all of that. And some of those numbers are just the ravens attacking. The ravens will get procced off of the Incendiary Demise damage over time. And that's without using the Flaming Hounds. As I use the Flaming Hounds, I get these stacking buffs over here, the Fanatic Zeal. And you can see my crit chance, is going to increase until I get to the cap. So that's why I leave the mana cost low. It's because when I'm actually in a run, moving around, I'm going to be losing all of my mana. But that brings me up to the 51.8 crit, which should be an extra instance of crit, and it is, so now I have 5 instances of crit. So we can get pentacrits. But anyway, let's start off. And there's Gladiator's Net. So we did attune this item, so that's cool. We'll be able to disarm people, which will help a lot if anything actually survives the burst. Oh, I saw like a 5-digit number in there. A few of them actually. So yeah, we're just kind of destroying everything with all these crits. And our flat damage is really good when we're not critting. So it just gets better when we're critting with that flat damage. So I'm not sure what's best, if it's better to go Judgment or if it's better to go Lucky Hat, because they both kind of add more damage. I'm not sure which one adds the most. The flat damage and the little proc are nice, but I think Heartseeker Lucky Hat might end up being better because you just get more, basically more crit chance. Get a higher chance of getting those double and triple crits and so on. But Judgment is very, very good, especially early. There's Slippery Cloak, that's another item I attuned, so very cool finding items that you just attuned. That's why we normally attune most of the common items first, because you just find them most of the time. So the most awkward part about the Witch Hunter is just targeting in the direction, because he doesn't change the target after the first shot. You fire the 4 bolts, it doesn't matter what you do, the 4 are going to shoot in that line, even if you like change your cursor after you shoot it. It always just shoots in that direction, so it's a little slow in that regard. Because if you kill something on the first hit, then you have to wait for the other bolts. You can't just keep firing like the Ranger. And I probably don't need to spam the Flaming Hounds as much as I am, because the thing lasts for like 10 seconds and it removes 1 stack at a time. I'll kind of show you. Well, I ended up attacking, but I'm just walking around. It takes so long to go away. Then when it does go away, it just removes one stack. If I go through the door, it's going to remove all the stacks, but it is what it is. You can use the pyre to try to like kill things in certain like small choke points. You can try to use the brand to just help with damage, but I find primary is pretty much all you need. Alright, let's see what we got in the shop. So we have our Sandals of Swiftness, which we attuned. So I'm going to take those just for the more evasion. I'm going to go for more luck as well. And then I think I'm going to take the Markham's Purse just to try to set it for Markham's. Don't ever really expect to have Markham's. Don't really feel like I even need it most of the time, but when given the opportunity between like a low damage upgrade item and a piece of Markham's, I'll take the Markham's. This is at least one of the Markham's that doesn't actually give you any damage, just gives you extra gold gain. So it kind of doesn't do anything for your character, whereas Stiletto would have helped my damage, but I'm just kind of taking a gamble and investing into the future. If you don't want to take that gamble, go with the Stiletto, you'll get more damage for the early game. Alright, let's see how the boss fares. We'll try to cast a pyre before he comes up. We could sit here and do Flaming Hound so we get all the stacks. I guess that's like a good idea, but it's kind of unnecessary. 7 stacks, 8 stacks, okay. Not getting into combo, there's combo, and he dies. Sometimes it just takes a long time to get into combo. But that's why the Lucky Hat might be better than the Judgment, because we'd be in combo so much faster. And that's what I usually recommend, is going for Lucky Hat Heartseeker. But the way the bolts work and Judgment, it is very good. It's just, if you're not in combo, I don't think it really compares very well. But I mean, I didn't have enough to attune Lucky Hat, so I think Judgment is better. Well, I guess I could have done it instead of Judgment, but whatever, we're trying things out. You also could go the super safe route, not take either, and go like Amulet of Kings. But as a range character, I'm not as scared about magic damage as I am on the melee characters, so I kind of avoided it. We've also played a decent amount of Warlock, so we have some extra resist. We haven't done Arena or anything. That's another thing. We could basically do it any time. So people were kind of asking when I do Arena and all that. It's just, you basically do it whenever you feel you need it. If you like are dying to something and you don't have a way to fix it, then maybe do Arena. But the stats you get are kind of low, and it's only per one character, so it's pretty time consuming to get it for everyone. And the gold cost is very high, so it's a lot of resources to get a couple points of resist. But I did it on the Paladin just to do it. You also could do Moon Temple or Pyramid whenever you want. I usually recommend doing half your tower NG level. Seems to be pretty easy. But you'll get a bunch of extra skill stars so you can attune things faster if you need to. Dang, we almost had it first try. Alright, and now we have the third piece of the Trickster set for the evasion. If we can get the fourth piece, the Duelist Edge, then we'll have an alternative way to get a combo. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, so I dropped a Pyre there. It's not going to do a ton of damage, but it'll at least like block a bunch of shots. There are so many enemies. See, trying to kill all these really spread out enemies is kind of awkward as the Witch Hunter, because you have to keep moving around your repeater until you can finally take out everything. Because you have 4 targets that are like spread out, you have to basically target each individual one. I'm gonna get rid of Seal of the Martyr. I just don't care about this item, and maybe we can get something better. We got a Amulet of Resist, so I'm happy about that. I basically just try to find my worst item, and I usually don't spend too much time trying to figure out what my worst is. I just find one of the worst. If I have an item like that, one of the worst items in the game is like, yeah, sure. Okay, haven't seen any buttons yet, so must be over here. I don't even know if I need one. Oh, I do need one, because there's a wood chest or some kind of chest. So there it is. Don't have the shop on this floor. It'll be on the next floor. Hey, we got a stinger. So extra physical damage. I'll take it. There's our first level. Monster Manual Beast. Doesn't really do much. They followed me all the way over here. Dang, they messed me up hardcore, but whatever. I didn't expect them to keep following me. Got greedy and got a key instead of an item. Oh well. Alright, I guess I didn't get greedy, I got impatient. So, as you can see, it's kind of awkward clearing out rooms just because of you can't change the direction of your repeater. So this is where like the spells might be better at clearing out rooms, but it would basically be all Flaming Hounds and like kiting back into pyres that you drop. He's just kind of an awkward character. So I guess they wanted to make his primary way different from the Ranger, and it is, but it's kind of clunky feeling. I guess all his skills are kind of clunky feeling. They don't really like mesh well together. It especially kind of sucks that the brand doesn't work against bosses, like the debuff. So it's kind of a minus. Alright, but whatever. Let's go with the Elven Bow for the attack power. I'm going to go with the Wizard Wand for the flat damage on my primary. And I think I'm going to go with the Book of Enlightenment just to get extra XP so I don't have to kill as much in the future. I can maybe just run through some floors, not have to kill everything. Character's 31, but my level cap is 40. So this must be another character where I skipped an NG on. So, even better that I took that. There we got a combo. He is distracted by the pyre, so that's kind of cool. It's basically what I wanted to do with the first boss, but I kind of messed it up because I cast it before I started working on the stacks of the Zeal. The second boss I didn't even worry about the stacks of Zeal, but I would have bursted him a lot faster. And then the pyre ran out by the time I was fighting the Warden, or not the Warden, what's that guy's name? The Guardian. Warden's the second boss, Guardian's the first boss. See, I gotta like target each individual one of these guys. It makes it kind of awkward. I really enjoyed playing the Witch Hunter when I was using Cape of the Flamewalker, because he would just kind of melt all the things around him. It made it a little easier. It's also a little awkward defensively. If you're trying to lifesteal, you can easily miss where your primary is like targeting, or like the direction, and it'll make your lifesteal not work because you'll just be missing everything. So he might be a character that there's more room to explore, like a hybrid build where you use Evil Infusion to try to leech off of skills, like maybe try to leech off a Cape of the Flamewalker while you're using your primary to kill things, maybe something like that. Or try to scale up the Flaming Hounds to kill things like on the first hit. And then if things die on the first hit, then the extra hits will also kill, but it has a pretty significant cooldown too. It's not like playing the Sorcerer where you have the Frost Nova that has no cooldown, so you can just spam it, or the Comet has no cooldown, so you can just spam it. Or the Warlock that has the what was that thing called? Lightning bolts? Chain lightning? Whatever it is, that you can just spam and take out waves of enemies. So, Witch Hunter's just a little awkward. It's definitely really good, like, single target burst, especially with Judgment. But, feels awkward just clearing. But maybe there's something we can do to update it. Like if I had Talisman of Configuration, it would feel a little better because I would kill these and it would blow up some of the other ones around him. But I just can't give up the single target damage to start with an item like Talisman of Configuration. But you could. Scarab of Protection, that'll kind of help because it'll deal AoE damage to things around me. Yeah, I'll take that. I also want the extra crit, and I think I could either go for the flat damage or the armor here. I'm gonna go with the armor because it's attuned, so it's gonna be 10 armor, and it's the 2-piece, so it's gonna be 15 armor. So it'll be pretty significant. And I'm getting hit by a lot of shots, especially the archers. So if I can take less damage there, I'll just feel a little better. Which I could play a little slower. But I don't feel like I'm getting like close to death. It's just kind of annoying taking a bunch of damage and then having to like find a target to life leech off of. We can craft an item. We can only craft a green item, so I think it's going to be Assassin's Dagger. Pretty much hands down. That'll bring us up to a 60.8% chance to crit, because we have every crit item, all of them are attuned, and we have max stacks of Fanatic Zeal. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 instances of crit. So tons of instances of crit. We should have a very high crit at the end of this run. Especially if we can get some more luck. Which, that's why I'm kind of like, luck would just be better here, because I'd have more chances of getting that very high crit numbers. Chakram. Why couldn't that be the talisman or the lucky hat? That would have been cool. But whatever. There's stiletto, so extra damage. I'll take it. We should be doing a ton of damage with our primary. It's just kind of awkward to get the damage out sometimes. Just gonna put a pyre here and walk away. I got hit by that one. Ouch. Okay, I got frying pan, so we get some free random block, I guess. I'm not gonna try to like use it optimally, but it's nice to have it in case I get like flanked from behind, or I'm just randomly targeting the other direction and get shot with some projectiles. Yeah, it'll be nice in that case. And shoot those guys over there. Trying to get some XP. I think I've only gotten 2 levels so far. Yeah, 2 levels. If we don't find an XP monolith, there's basically no way we can get all the levels this run. So we'll just get them next run or something. Eventually, one of these runs I'll get an XP monolith and we'll catch up. So, not too worried. We haven't seen any monoliths this run. That's kind of unusual. Last run we had like 10 or something. Which I guess this is kind of the part of the game I would like to start seeing them. Early game they're not as important. They're pretty crazy late game. I mean, I guess they're still good early. It's just the content's not as hard as the later acts. So I'd rather see them later. Alright, we got another Apothecary item. Tome of magic missiles. I bet the Witch Hunter is pretty good in like mercenary mode. Because you get to use his primary, but you could swap out some of his other skills that don't really work well with his current kit. Get some actual like AoE clear. Like, even if I just had, like, Eye of the Storm from the Warlock or something, I'd feel, like, super powerful here. So I could just have it running all the time, and it would just kind of do cleanup for me. But would I actually take his primary over, like, the Rangers? I don't know. He has better like base stats, like HP wise. He has some of the highest HP in the game. So it might be better in like that kind of case. Well, didn't kill the first one. Killed the second two. I know we killed them all. I'm not sure what happened there. I think one landed again and then I killed it. I thought all 3 normally came out and gave you the first chance and then didn't land until you fought the 3rd one, but I think that one was different. It landed early. So I'm gonna see if I can just kind of walk through this. I feel like I probably can. I have decent evasion as long as I'm constantly hitting stuff and leeching, and I'll just try to avoid when there's ton of projectiles. That's the plan at least. Alright, old map, that's pretty nice here. Can target what we want to go after. Markham's Mace, so that actually gives me some decent attack power. And it continues to set me up for the Markham set. So pretty good that we picked that up earlier. Right, there's our exit, and it's been revealed. We can safely leave. It looks like there's only like 20 enemies left, so we are killing enough things. Is Red Whisper the scariest? Trying to give them the respect they deserve. Gamma Pyre got melted. Maybe I should get a higher rank. Trying not to get pincered in these like awkward areas. But when you get sent through a portal, there's not too much you can do. Ooh, that was not really good pathing on my part. I should have just backed out the other way. Base chest. Ooh. Can't use that. So Ring of Transmutation will give me some extra mana when I get hit. Nothing too crazy, but I'll take it. And I think we're done with this floor. We have 2 books and all of that. I don't see anything. Hopefully we didn't miss a button that missed the shop. And now I see the shop, so that wasn't the case. So very cool. Let's see if we have enough money. Flame Tongue Keyring, Adventure Garb, Apothecary, and Lifestone. I'm gonna take the Flame Tongue for sure and the Adventure Garb because those actually give stats to my character. The rest of these are kind of whatever. We could go for the second potion charge, which I probably won't even use. Could go for the keyring to hope and pray that we get an ace key, or we can go for the lifestone to hopefully get some more gold. So we'll try to go for the ace key. I am running a little low on silver keys, so I need to try to make a mental note to actually look at them and pick them up instead of just ignoring everything, going for objectives. Which is something I'm kind of bad about doing. It's like there can be keys on the screen, I just don't even see them because I'm just like trying to go fast. And I usually buy enough that I never run out, but if I'm at 8 in Act 4, Act 5 and the battlements are really going to take away a lot of my keys. Scepter of Kings. Okay. So maybe my items will start doing some decent damage to help me clear out some waves of enemies. Alright, let's go to this portal down here. Lucky hat, nice. Oh, it tricked me. It looked like I was close enough, but it wasn't. Alright, what else we gotta do in here? So Lucky Hat is pretty sweet, because, God, 2 more silver chests. Or 3 silver chests, wow. I'm running out of keys. People sometimes ask me why I buy so many keys. It's like, well, sometimes you get bad RNG and you always get a ton of silver or a ton of gold. Not like a good mix. So I usually try to buy a bunch of keys to prevent that from happening, but here we are. So I'm just killing some enemies for XP at this point. Still no monoliths this run. Alright, let's fight the boss. So what's my luck now? I'm at 8 luck. Definitely want to tune that item soon. I'll probably starting with it. Wasn't too focused on what was going on there. I think I just kind of nuked him, but it took me a little while to get into combo. Oh, I need to make sure I keep my zeal stacks up so I can burst the boss. I don't even think I ever got to 8. So that's the attack I'm always worried about. That, call it the machine gun thing. So I know he's pretty far on the left side, so I'm going to try to be on the right side this time. Probably switch back to the left side this time, because yeah, he got pretty far to the right, and I want enough room to kite without getting pincered into the back. Alright, and we took him out. Full plate mail and the lucky horseshoe, bringing our luck up to 10 with our 60.8 crit. So we're probably approaching 100% average crit, if not already there. And yeah, we have so many chances of critting, probably almost always getting at least single, maybe double or triple crits, like very often. That is so many projectiles. Dragon scale mail. Okay, cool. Now we're super tanky. I don't know if I need to pick up gold. I feel like I should have enough by the time I get to the shop, but I'll try to make a little bit of an effort to pick up some. I think this will be a good act to try and drop as many pyres as I can. There's just so many enemies in here. So there's a pyre. Take a little bit of the heat off of me with all these mages. There's an ace key. If only I could go back in the floors. Go get that ace chest that was in, was that Act 4? Previous act. I'm also gonna have a lot of mana now because I have this essence collector that is making all these undead guys drop tons and tons of mana regen. I don't really need, but it'll allow me to do more pyres. So I can like run in, do a pyre, kills some things. Hey, our first monolith. Put a pyre down there. Vigorous regeneration. It's something. Guess it'll help do some of these traps really quickly. But I didn't actually kill that guy. He must have sidestepped my shots. Oven Ruby, more crit. Spell crit. So, I mean, helps us get into combo, but isn't really that great as far as damage goes. Slowly chewing through all these enemies. So I'm trying to get in situations where there's like a big group. I can like pull them through a doorway so I can shoot in like a straight line and actually hit everything. Seems to be working okay. It just kind of depends where I can encounter the enemies. Okay, monster manual undead so we get some more XP. And I'm not trying to kill literally everything. I can kill most stuff. That's just a drink. We do have a silver chest up here. We're down to 3 silver keys. I don't think I missed any. I can pick up that bronze key on the way out. And maybe my key ring will proc a silver key, but we'll see. It's only a 50% chance, and then after that it has to get the silver key. So it did not work. So we have an imp most likely up here. Yes. Gave me an item. Talisman of Decay. Okay. I mean, I'll take the more damage. Why not? Having enemies move and missing like half for the whole shot is like so annoying. Witch Hunter does not do well with moving targets. Alright, so we have plenty of gold. I'm just trying to proc silver keys if I can. Maybe we should start buying like 20 silver keys. Mask of Bewilderment. How many levels have we gotten? We're up to 35. Okay. So we can probably get like another 1 or 2 levels, but that'd be about it. Kill these mini bosses just in case they drop keys. I want the XP anyway, but alright, nice. Another monolith. We have greater insight, so nice. Get some extra XP. So I'll try to actually kill everything now. So sometimes I try to save the monolith buff for like the end of the floor, just in case it's something good. I can carry it, you know, maybe even to Thunder Snow. But in this case, since I wanted XP, I kind of tried to get XP, I guess is what I would say. And I mean, at worst, I get something that's really good, and I just try to rush the bosses instead of killing everything. So it kind of worked out. It just kind of depends your situation. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have Markham's Amulet, so we already picked up the 3rd piece, which I guess I just missed. But we can pick up the 4th piece, that seems pretty good. Pendant of Penance will give us extra 50% damage because we have Incendiary Demise. And then Cape of the Flamewalker will automatically burn stuff. I definitely want those two. I mean, I guess it's between Reinforced Gloves and Cape of the Flamewalker. But I just kind of like Cape of the Flamewalker here. Maybe it can help clean up some of these enemies. So we picked up a key, but we did not proc a key. At least not a silver key. Oh, I missed that key. Let's see. Nope. You have one more silver chest here. Maybe we'll look out and only have gold chests from here on out. Okay. Check up here in case there's the bookshelf. There is not. but it sounds like there was an imp there. No. Guess it could also be in this hallway. Yeah, it must be in the hallway. It gave me an item, a sphere of time. Is that a green item? Yeah, okay. I didn't know if that was the... I guess the lesser sphere would have been the gray item. It's like, I didn't know he could give me a gray item at this point in the game. Unless you had, like, all the other items. Took me a second to get into combo, but we should be doing so much damage. I think I can just ignore everything and shoot him. Oh, I should have at least been using my flames. So there's a duelist edge, so we have another way to get in combo, and amulet of vengeance. So even another way to get in combo, which will actually work with my incendiary demise. So kind of cool. We have an ace key so far and a silver chest. So maybe our ace key can proc a silver key. Where things will just work out. Necklace of Prowess, we have skill speed. Don't think that does much for me. It can make me cast the pyre faster, more often. It has a pretty hefty cooldown, but it's not really something to get excited about. Okay, we have a monolith, and I don't see any more chests or anything. Sundering strikes. Alright, so I'll use that against the boss for sure. I know I have greater insight still, but I usually just don't try to kill all of these for XP. I'll just get the XP on the next run. Or the next run, or the next run. Being behind by 5 levels isn't that big of a deal. At least at this stage. It's a really big deal in NG0. It's not a big deal in, like, NG4. Our ace key procced an ace key. I think it did. Or did we have an ace? No, we had an ace key before. I guess it didn't proc anything. I'm pretty sure I was 24-1-11 before. Yeah, it didn't proc anything. Alright, my last silver key. Which looks okay, because I don't see any more silver chests. It's a pretty item light, like Act 6, battlements, whatever you want to call it. Not a lot going on in here. Spreading corruption is pretty decent. Alright, see what we got in our ace chest. I think I have maybe 2 king's items. Soul Taker, nice. Soul Taker before the final boss. I should have pre-stacked up the Phonetic Zeal stacks, but I didn't. And that's okay. Hey, we got a level off the final guy. So, let's see, stats. We ended up at 39 out of 40, so not bad actually. We almost got there. I guess the extra XP from completing the run is actually pretty good. And let's look at stats. So we did 48 million damage. 22 was physical, 26 was magical. This would be more magical if I did Lucky Hat Start instead of Judgment, but the extra flat on Judgment made it pretty even. Max damage dealt was 52,000. It was actually lower than previous runs, so the luck is really taking a toll on me, I guess. Max damage taken 130. Wow, wonder what did that to me. What else we got? Lots of critical hits, lots of evades. Wow, we had 156 evades, which is like half of all the evades I've gotten on this character. Run took 40 minutes, not too bad. And yeah, that is the Witch Hunter NG+4. We'll go ahead and attune some items because now we have 87 stars. So based off of those results and things we want to do in the future, I'm gonna say I definitely want to attune Lucky Hat. I guess we could continue to just pick basically any two of these and be happy. Well, I guess Lucky Hat Judgment doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know what I mean. You can pick Heartseeker plus one of the other two. As far as other items I want to attune, we have all of the evasion pretty much. I want to get the rest of the luck items, so we'll get the Lucky Horseshoe. I'm gonna go for more magic resist because that probably has the highest chance of killing me. And then from there, probably gonna start grabbing all of the health and armor. So Steady Greaves is armor. We have plenty of stars, don't we? So we'll go in Dead, Beast, and Aberrations. I don't really care about constructs. Lesser Sphere of Time. I can stay in combo for half a second longer. Sounds okay. Let's go with Heavy Gauntlets for the HP. The flat damage and skill power sounds good. The flat on attack sounds good. The extra resist. The extra magic block, which is basically resist. Let's also go with the Book of Enlightenment, so we don't have to kill as many enemies during a run. And then I'm going to grab some more of this stuff. So let's grab the extra flat on primary. I'm going to grab extra HP, extra flat on primary, and we're down to 9 stars. So from here, anything else good that's left? I guess I'm just going to go with the boots, get the extra speed on both of them. Seems pretty good. And we have all the armor and stuff pretty much. Broadsword would be a good one to get. Oh, we have 3 stars, so we'll just grab Broadsword. And then after that, we'll probably start doing these items. One Spell Piercing. Once we see the stats from the next run, if we do Heartseeker Lucky Hat, if the magic is higher, then definitely going to start looking at getting Wand of Spell Piercing. The other Sphere of Time is good. Seal of Souls is good damage. Pendant of Penance is good damage, all for the primary build. These other manuals, besides constructs, don't care about it. There's just not enough constructs for me to care. Full plate mail for armor. Curio's Case for armor resist, HP, magic, all that. Claymore for the attack power and the primary, extra attack speed. And we already got the crit. And yeah, effective health with the Adventurer's Garb. So yeah, we'll keep upgrading this character over time. But anyway, that is going to be Witch Hunter NG+4 primary. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want to see a certain class next, just let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video.